Welcome to Happy Hour Holidays with your host, Manny Fresh. And we're here. The reason that we do Happy Hour Holidays is to talk about business, entrepreneurship, success stories, and why people never give up. And we got our co-host here, Sean, and then we got our special guest on. He is an entrepreneur that has many businesses and has worn many hats, and we're really excited to have him in the show today. What's up, On?
Hey, what's going on, guys?
I'm glad. The excitement, I feel it. So on. I mean, you got a car dealership in Kissimmee, Florida.
Yep.
That you own with your partner.
Yep.
Right. Can you please tell the audience what it is?
So it's just a small used car dealership that we built up. We purchased it back in May from a guy that was actually he was done with being in the business. He wanted to go to move back to Brazil. So we said, you know what? Let us take it off your hand. Let's just jump into the business and see how far we can take it.
And how far have you taken it so far?
So far, we really have not taken it as far as we wanted to yet, just because it's all the way out in Kissimmee, pretty much Orlando. It's the commit for us it takes a long time.
Where do you guys live then? Both of y'all live in Tampa?
Well, he lives in Riverview. I live in Heritage.
Yeah. That's right. Yeah. That's where you met this guy, though. He was like, "Listen, man, I don't want any more drinks. Get away from me."
So we more concentrate on we're working on building up our inventory right now, because a lot of like new dealerships, right? From what we learned is that they don't make it past the first year, and they don't make it past the first year because they're buying all these cars, they're throwing on credit, right? And then when they throw it on credit and they don't sell, guess what happens? Now they owe money.
Yeah,
they owe money. They can't upkeep it, and it kind of falls through. You know, most dealerships don't make it past their first year.
So when it comes to the dealership game, I mean, it's been going on for, a lot of centuries, people buying cars from there. So what makes, your dealership unique, or what services do you offer to the customers to get them in the door, because there's so much competition?
So we look at more of volume, and we look at more of helping the customers, right? So what we usually do is, this is what we offer. We say, we ask them, what kind of car are you looking for? What kind of car do you need? We go to the auction, we find them the car at the best price possible, right? And then, we make our little, registration application fees off of it. And so we think about volume. A lot of these car dealers, they're trying to make, $1,000, $2,000, or $3,000 profit, off of one vehicle. We solely make profit off of just, $500 application fee. And, for us, we're helping the person get the car that they want. And at the same time, we're, making them happy, and we're making them, and they don't feel like they're getting ripped off. Right. And the last thing we want is, customers coming back and saying, which happens a lot in the vehicle industry. Right. Customers, they buy a car from a used car dealership, and then they find out, 2 months later, the car got problems. Now they're coming back pissed off. Right. So we tell them straight up, we're like, hey, look, we're going to pick this car up at the auction for you. These are the cars that we found right here. This is how much it's cost to buy now. Now, we can put in a bid as minimal as possible. Once we win the bid, you pay for the vehicle. We collect, the $500 application fee for us to process everything. Everybody's happy, and they don't come back and say, hey, this car is a piece of crap.
So then what it seems like is that you're more of a intermediary party to the facilitation of the car sale, right?
Yes.
Am I getting that right?
Yeah.
So essentially, you show them a bunch of vehicles being listed for sale in these auctions. Mm-hmm. They tell you that, hey, the most I can pay is X amount of dollars.
Yes.
And then you try to acquire it for less than X.
Yes.
With your slice on top, of course,
yes.
and you sell it back to them. It's like, yo, we got this for you. We
right.
found the right car, exactly what you wanted.
Right.
Here are the problems, but you already knew that going in, and now pay us for our services.
Right.
Bro, it's not even almost like car dealership. It's more like...
It's helping the customers solve a problem. Man.
Yes,
when people are coming to you,
like.
They're looking to buy a vehicle that fits their pocket. And we don't want to rip them off, man.
Yeah.
We want to solve their problem, because now they're obviously at a used car dealership because they need a used car for the amount of money that they have in their pocket, which is not substantial at all. Right. So we go out there, we find them the car, they get it. Everything works out. Everybody's happy, man. Everybody knows where it's supposed to be. And like I said, the most important, thing is that these people, man, they're happy because we found them a car at the auction. They paid 40% less than what they would have paid if they would have went to any dealer.
Gotcha.
right? And it solves their problem. Now they're getting to work. They need to do what they need to do, to make more money. And we want to help people.
Yeah.
That's the biggest thing is helping people, man. The best salesman is not the guy that persuades people, right, to buy the product, right? It's the best salesman is the person that helps the people solve their problem.
Boom, that's a real.
And that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to solve problems.
Yeah. So then what would you say is the typical purchase price of vehicles out of your dealership?
Oh, man. $1,500, $2,000, $3,000.
What? That cheap?
Yeah. These auctions, these vehicles are cheap,
bro,
man.
Are you buying like 1990, 1970 fucking...
Depends on what the deal is. Because remember, these auctions...
Fiestas or...
There's so many cars there. They just want to get rid of cars, man. Yeah. Auctions just want to get rid of cars.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, they're trying to pay the bank note back, right? Mm-hmm. They're trying to get their money back and be out, I think, right? And are they willing to lose money on some cars, some of these banks?
Of course, because there's one thing that I've learned about banks, right? When you walk into the bank and you borrow money from the bank, right, and you don't pay back that money that they lent you is already insured. Banks double dip.
Oh shit!
Can you believe that they double dip? So guess what they do, right? You borrow $2,000, right? You buy a car, right, with the bank's money. Okay, now you don't pay it back. Guess what? Insurance company pays them back their $2,000. Now whatever they sell the car for is just profit.
Oh shit!
Banks double dip, and that's how they make money.
Yeah. Are you kidding me right now?
Yeah. That's one of their products. They're like, please fail on this fucking loan. Please fail. Okay, insurance. Bam, we got it.
So then if someone gets their car repossessed, that money has already been insured. It's already been paid to the bank, is what you're telling me?
From my understanding, yeah.
And then they go and sell the car for profit.
Yes.
Bro, fuck banks, man.
We already knew that, man.
I mean, yeah, but shit, bro.
Yeah.
We need to start insuring some of our own shit over here. I mean, goddamn. So, okay, so that's something that, man, so is that like 90% of your business then is helping people that are looking for vehicles purchase these vehicles from auction? And then, like, I've heard a bad stigma about auctions that the majority of the cars may be wrecked or things of that nature. Did they call it Carfax Fox? Is it clean?
So the auctions already did like their own version of a Carfax on there. So it comes down to you when you're helping these people find a car, obviously you want to find them a car that's in good condition, right? You want to go down to yourself. You want to physically turn it on and check it out. Sometimes, you can even do a little test drive just to see how it runs. And, if everything works out right, you tell the customer how much it's going to be for this vehicle, and then, things are good to go. Now, if the vehicle there may be a little problem with the vehicle, and, I have a little bit of mechanical experience also. So, I can tell if, it's a radiator issue, it's a starter issue or alternator issue. Those are little things, man. So it's not really those aren't big problems to fix, but if it's a good car and that's the only issue and it doesn't cost a lot of money to do it, we help them out.
And then you guys probably offer warranty on cars or no?
We do, yeah.
Isn't that where all dealerships make their money is warranty? Give us the insight on warranty, bro. Because I feel like warranty is a scam, dude. I went to go buy my truck, and they're like, yo, it's $33,000 out the door. And then, go talk to our warranty department. Oh, well, the warranty department now says it's $40,000 out the door. I'm like, yo, dog, it just fucking raised up 8Gs, 7Gs. Yeah. And I'm probably never going to fucking use it. Apparently, I didn't get it because I'm a smart consumer.
Right.
But am I a smart consumer? Yeah. Or am I missing something?
So, I don't want to be too much of an industry spoiler, but...
No, come on, man. Be an industry spoiler. We need that.
I think at this point, TikToking, you pretty much negotiate anything.
Yeah. So how these warranty work, right, is that the dealership works with like a warranty company, kind of like an insurance company, right? The warranty company sells the dealership the warranty at a certain price, and then I sell it to you back at a consumer as a higher price, and I collect the in-between difference.
Oh, okay. So it's kind of like the cars, the same thing.
Same thing.
Yeah. So it's not like you're getting a deal on the warranty.
Yeah, I make a little bit more money on the warranty. Now, from my research, what I learned, financing dealerships that finances vehicles, right, for their customers make the most money.
Really?
Yes.
So if you use like Ford, financing or like
Low-key Nissan
they
or whatever.
always dealerships always try to get you to finance the vehicle through them.
because they can add on a couple interest rate percentages, right?
So when you say finance through them, I mean, so let's say I get approved through Cap One, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they give me an offer. Well, they give the dealership an offer to present. What does the dealership normally do? Do they add, like he said, percentage points?
Yeah. So how it works is that they'll give you 15. They'll tell you, okay, it's gonna be 15% interest, right? And then they go to the bank, right? And the bank is like, okay, well, it's gonna be 10% interest. Okay. They collect the 5%.
Fuck, are you
Of
kidding?
course, man. I mean,
That's how they make the money.
Yeah.
So, so do you guys do that?
No, it's okay. Often it's only big dealerships that do that. It's because these cars, because remember, these dealerships, they're selling you $25,000, $40,000,
Brand new
$100,000
cars,
brand new
too.
cars.
Yeah.
So for them doing that, it's a little bit more lucrative.
Yeah.
Than for us. And like I said, we're here. We're trying to help the people, man. We want to take care of the people first before we take care of ourselves.
So On is man of the people.
Yeah, definitely man of the people.
Well, I don't think you've plugged your car dealership name yet, have you?
Yeah. So we're Century Car Corporation Company. Yeah.
And who's your partner?
So his name is Tim. Yeah.
Did you guys
Tim is my
meet?
partner.
So for you guys that don't know, he was in the Army. Did you meet your partner in the Army?
No, actually, I didn't. I actually met him when we were doing notaries. Yeah.
Notaries.
Yes.
As in like sign stamp notaries.
Yeah.
So that leads into the perfect opportunity. Tell us a little bit about your background and what got you to where you're at today.
Yeah, because I mean, you went from notarizing to selling cars, man. That's crazy.
All right. So I spent 7 years in the Army as an infantry squad leader.
Thank you for your service.
Oh, you're welcome. I got out, right? And so the first thing I did was, I was like, being Asian, my mom was like, yo, you need to get back in school. I don't care what you do, you need to get in school, all right? I don't care what degree you get. I don't care if it's juggling. She's like, I need a degree. I need a piece of paper to hang on my wall so I can tell my friends my son's not dumb.
That's crazy how those old timers are, man.
No, but I mean, that's kind of like the Asian thing, right? They want you to go to school. They want you to get an education. And do you know that the most millionaires in America are Asian?
Really?
That's a fact. That's a statistical fact. It's in the census. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So are you a millionaire?
That's actually pretty cool.
Can I borrow $1 million? But anyways, yeah. So your mom told you that.
Yeah. So while I was going to school, I was working at AutoZone part time. Selling parts, and then I was like, man, this job is like, even working part time is boring. You know what I mean? But I learned a lot, though. It's great because I learned so much working there as far as, fixing cars, customer service. So then, and one thing I realized is that everybody that walks into AutoZone, they're not just looking to buy a part. They're looking for somebody to help them fix the vehicle. Yeah. So one day I was like, hey, man, I'll fix the vehicle for you. What is it? You need to buy an alternator? I'll put it in 1 hour.
Oh, shit.
You know what I mean? I can throw your alternator in 1 hour. Now, that's actually slow because, there's mechanics out there, they can knock it out in 20 minutes, 15 minutes.
Yeah. But they're also charging up the ass, too.
Yes, exactly. So I was, I was working at AutoZone, just part-time fixing people's cars, and then that's when I got really interested in just, working on cars, being around cars, started going out, buying old cars, used cars, bringing them back, using my discount from AutoZone to buy the parts, fix them up, and then sell them back to other
smart.
people, So that puts a little bit of extra money in my pockets.
Yeah, tell your mom how you learned that in fucking college.
Exactly.
That's called hustlenomics,
Yeah. So then, after that, I just kind of got tired of the whole, working at AutoZone thing. So then, and at the time too, I had a friend that worked at the strip club.
Oh,
Yeah.
we're getting into that story.
Strip club. That's right. When I asked on what was the thank you for the service, he goes, for the strip club or for the Army? That was money right there.
That was all fair. So the strip club, and that was Hush.
Yeah.
Right there off of Hillsborough in Armenia, next to that skate world.
Yeah. No.
Well, no, there was a skate world there, wasn't there? No, Pin Chasers.
No, that's Pin Chasers.
No, that's,
Yeah,
they're still there. I think
Are
they're
they?
still there.
Yeah, they're still
They're
there.
like right down the road.
No, he's talking about as soon as you get off of Himes, you make a right. Hush was
Is it Himes or is it
No,
fucking
when
Armenia?
you get off of
Hillsborough?
Del Mabry, Hillsborough, as
Yeah.
soon as you get on Hillsborough from Del Mabry, it's right there.
on the right
Oh,
side,
that's
right?
right.
It's right past the Chrysler Dodge dealership, right?
Right next door. Yeah.
Right next door, yeah.
Yeah, of course he knows exactly where the Chrysler Dodge is. He was like, yeah.
I mean, I've been there. I mean, I've been.
Whoa, which- the Chrysler Dodge or the Hush?
I've passed that a million times. I don't know if I ever went into Hush.
Sounds like you've been into Hush. But guys, before we get into that story, please like, comment, and subscribe. And we'll be right back with the Hush story.
And we're back to Happy Hour Holidays with On. He was about to tell us about the little story in Hush. 'Cause they ain't gonna be Hush no more.
Gonna be Hush no more. But they've been around for a while.
They have
you
been
know?
around a while, man.
And talking about Hush, I'm sure there's a couple Hush stories that you got from your time when you were working security there.
Yeah.
What would you say is the wildest thing you ever saw happen at Hush?
Man, the crazy, these girls, man, they literally fight over money. They fight each other over money, man, and then it gets even crazier when they get to the back.
Oh.
When they get to the back, man, that's when the real fight happens. You know
Boom,
what I mean?
boom.
You know, on the main floor is always the preliminary, you know? And the back is the championship.
Yeah, I always wonder what was happening in the back.
Yeah.
They need a video camera in the back. Like,
I'm sure they got one.
You know how they do the hard knocks? The hard knocks of the strip club.
So what'd you see back there?
Like I said, man, just
I mean,
girls-
other than tits and pussy, but
Oh man, I mean, sometimes now I don't want to be disrespectful, so like I try to go in there. I'll cover up my eyes, man. I'm like, hey, I need this girl on stage like right now.
Oh my god! And they're like,
Yeah,
it's okay, it's okay.
Yeah, like, literally.
but nothing crazy that you ever saw. Nothing.
Oh, no, man, it's I mean, pretty much industry standard type stuff, man. I'm pretty sure anybody that's worked at the club before, they've seen it all. The biggest thing is always the fighting or the arguments about money, man, and then they'll get mad a little bit. The manager will send them home. Send them home early, let them cool off, and then they'll be at work like the next day or like a week later, and they'll be like best friends.
No way.
Yeah.
But when it comes to that, I mean, what are they fighting about? If one person was on stage, are they on stage at the same time and they were throwing up ones?
Are they-
Yeah.
Or are they just mad because I was about to get this guy, and then you fucking stepped in and fucking stole him?
All that, man. There'll be, a lot of the girls, sometimes they'll team up with like another girl and they'll go on stage and dance together. And then the customer, he'll throw a lot of money at one girl, but then this other girl, she'll be like, well, we on stage together, we need to split it. And then that's when the argument comes in, and the issue comes in.
Yeah, I mean, that's understandable because that's why you got to do it by yourself. I mean, at the end of the day, they got to, work out that contract before they go on the stage.
Work out that contract.
You're like, yo, I need you to sign this shit. So just in case I get more money thrown at me, you're only going to get 30%. Does that sound like a good deal?
Yeah, but they'll never, man, they will never say that though. It's like, a lot of these girls, they don't plan. They say, hey, you're my friend, right? Let's go on here, let's make this money.
Yeah.
And then when some money is thrown, then it becomes an issue.
Yeah, then it comes there, it's like, all right, how's my nose look? We good? All right, let's get going, baby. So then after Hush, I mean, were you there for a little bit of time? Or how long?
Yeah, I was there for about 2 years. So I was 2 years. So I got there. I was how I got the job was my buddy that was actually working at another club, right? He told me, he's like, hey, look, my buddy that is the manager at Hush, he's like, he's looking for an extra guy on the floor. I know you're ex-military. If you interested in working, I'll hook you up. I was like, you know what, man, this is new. I was like, a job? A strip club? And all I gotta do is stand there and stare at, boobs and tits all day?
Sounds like a job that anybody wants.
Exactly. And it sounds like a great job. Man, I walk in there, we were in 3-piece full-blown suits, man, and I walk in there first day, these girls look at me like I'm a unicorn. Like they never seen an Asian guy in a suit before. You're
like, what the fuck? Is everybody high in here? I'm just an Asian guy with a suit, god damn it.
Yeah. I was like, man, so So I did security there, and then after a while, I got, it was like a promotion. So there was like, okay, so now you're the floor manager, and at the same time you're also the VIP host, and it's pretty much as far as I went when I was working there. But great experience, man. Great management, great bosses. It's a very cool environment, man. And then it's like, and when you talk to these girls, and you meet them and you talk to them, like they're regular people. People that don't know, they see them like, oh, these are like whore sluts or whatever the case it is. Like these girls are just regular people, man. It's like, they don't want to work anywhere else, so they work at that one place that's going to make them the most amount of money. And they're not shy to show a little bit of their skin. Shoot, you got girls going to the beach showing their, in their thong and a little bra for free.
That's a good point.
They're like, let me make some money off of that
Yeah.
stuff. So on the stage, I mean, just generally, what was the most you ever seen somebody get, like, just by themselves, no combo or anything, just, hey, this
money,
chick, money wise. Oh
man.
Like, what was the most you think you ever seen somebody
Did
come
Floyd Mayweather walk in there with a gun and just
No. Man, I wish. I would love to meet Floyd Mayweather.
I know, right? I would too, man.
Yeah, I usually it's the regular. It's
They
talking
wanna
about a
say
couple
200?
hundred or a couple
I'm
thousand?
talking about thousands, man. I had this man.
At Hush?
Yeah.
So you
What
would,
the
but the
fuck?
floor manager would kind of like make sure, hey,
Well,
all
you have
the
to
money
sweep the money, right?
Yeah,
Sweep the money.
Sweep the money,
Yeah.
making sure girls are getting on stage when they're supposed to. Because a lot of these girls, man, when there's no customers, they sit in the back and they hang out and they talk.
Yeah.
And then you got to go back to, you have to, hey, it's your turn to get on stage. And then they take their time, they drag asses to get on stage.
Because there's nobody.
Because there's nobody there, but then when because a lot of these girls they have specific customers that they cater to, that they know they make money off of. So until that specific customer comes in, everybody else is pretty much whatever.
Hustlenomics of a strip club. Yeah. So what is the most? You said thousands. So people are just in there with 20s, 5s, 100s?
No, it's always ones. But
Always ones?
Man, I saw this guy come in, dropped $7,000 on one girl because she had a birthday party at Hush. She was a dancer. She had a birthday party there too.
Was she dancing at the time?
Yeah, she was. Yeah, she was working, and it was her birthday.
Holy shit.
And usually that's what a lot of these dancers they do on their birthdays. Like if they're dancers, then they're gonna make their money on their birthday.
They should take turns just saying it's their birthday and make money. You know what I mean? Hey, today's your birthday. Tomorrow will be my birthday. We make 7 G's each, baby.
So damn, $7,000 while she was dancing?
Man,
or-
that whole stage was filled with money. I couldn't even see the floor. Yeah, it was filled, man.
And it was all just once.
It was all ones, because ones look good when it's piled up.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Yeah.
So that you got to come around with the broom and you got to fucking, or the
Brush
squeegee, brush it into a bin, right?
No,
And then
trash
you put,
bag, black trash bag. At that point, there's no bin.
no shit.
At $7,000 in one, there's no bin, man. It's all trash bags.
So, bro, now I'm curious about this because we had a strip club DJ on here before, and he told us that he made, what was it, 10% or 30%?
Oh, yeah. He
Yeah,
said
he made 10% or something like that of what the strippers made. So, being the same thing, floor manager, security, did you make any percentage of what they made? Or?
No. So usually how it works is that so we make $5 per girl, right? That work that night. So the girls they obviously they pay to come to work. You know what I mean? So these girls, each girl comes in. Each basically personnel that works there, they make $5 per girl. I think the DJ makes a little bit more. He makes like 10. Right, because he's the DJ. Yeah. So me, I made about $5 per girl, and then
Plus
every
a base salary, I'm assuming.
that wasn't just base. So I made, my salary was about like $60 for the night.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And then on top of that, it was about $5 per girl. Well, it is $5 per girl.
How many girls were there?
It just varies on the nights. Sometimes
But let's call it a Friday or Saturday.
20 girls. Yeah,
20 girls.
I average about 20 girls.
That's $100.
That's $100. Yeah,
160.
And then we make money on at the end of the night, the girls too. They had a good night. Then on their way out before they leave to go home, they'll tip us a little bit too.
Okay,
So each
so
girl
they
give
do,
you
yeah.
another $5-10 or something like that.
She'd be like, you want a handy or $10?
Yeah.
I'll take the handy.
I'll take the handy.
I was like, man, you've been there long enough. I'll take the $10.
You already gave me a reach around last week.
Shit, so that's stepping into at
You
least-
ever fuck a stripper?
The answer is yes.
The answer, if he has to hesitate,
Silently.
that's a yes.
Yeah,
ladies
yeah.
and
You know, what I mean?
gentlemen.
It's like it's.
Because you're my age, right? 34?
Yeah, I'm 34.
Yeah, we're the same age.
Hey, man.
I
you
never
know,
fucked a stripper.
You never work at a strip club. it wasn't free. Nobody turns down free. You know?
No, they don't. Bro, I'm trying to figure out, because I don't know if I've ever been in Hush. Have you ever been in Hush?
Damn, I can't remember either, man. Because I mean,
Because that one always had like a stigma of it being kind of in the hood, I would say, right?
The hood is what makes money.
The hood is what makes money.
Yeah, because these are the type of guys, man. You know what I mean? They're not worried about what they're going to eat tomorrow.
No.
They're worried about
dog.
today.
They're worried about dropping $7K on the dance floor for some
Exactly.
bitches fucking damn dog.
Yeah.
Oh, fucking
It's like, man, I got rent coming up. I'll figure it out later.
I mean, you gotta enjoy it, dude. You know, life is short. That's for sure.
Exactly. Life is short, man.
But so after Hush, you were there for 2 years. Now, what was the next adventure for you after that?
Yeah, so the next adventure was like after, I stopped working at Hush, man, I decided I was going to go into real estate.
Oh,
So, but at the time, the real estate market was so competitive because our housing market was so high.
What years are we talking about?
So we're talking about late 2021 right now.
Oh, this is recent.
Yeah,
When'd you get out of the military?
2017.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah,
Oh, this is all recent.
Hey, you said 7 years in the military?
Yeah.
You got in 2010?
at 2010. Yep.
Fuck,
Yeah,
so
I
you were
spent-
only like 21.
Yeah,
Wow.
I was young dude, man.
Yeah, I missed
went-
them days, man.
Missed them days, man. Yeah, I went. I graduated from high school. Went to college for a little bit, man. I was like, man, this is not for me.
It ain't for me.
And then that's when the recession was too. So
Yeah.
all I
we
thought
got
was,
fucked, man. We did 06, 07, right when the fucking recession came out.
Mm-hmm.
We've been through the housing crash and then the pandemic, bro. Our fucking generation, we've been fucked in the ass twice already.
Yeah, you want to complain right now, dog? 1945?
Yeah.
Yeah, come on now. People been through World War II right now.
I guess in the draft.
Fuck.
But I mean, financially, I mean, we did get fucked as millennials, because I mean,
Another
that-
whining millennial, ladies and gentlemen.
Listen, and right when we get out of high school, we got the worst housing fucking market and the worst financial downpour, and we're trying to find jobs. I mean, that wasn't easy.
It was a character building decade.
Yeah, it was character building for sure, man. But yeah, so I mean, going into it, I mean, so you went into the Army, and how was your experience there? Like,
Yeah, did you go overseas?
yeah, I did. Yeah.
Do you mind
So-
talking about that?
No, I
Because some people just don't like talking about it.
I don't mind at all, man.
cool.
It was a good experience, man. I don't know. I feel like I'm the type of person. If you don't know what you're gonna do with your life, just join the military.
I was
with that.
thinking the
Figure it
same
out.
thing, man. When I got out, but the Spanish
The Navy,
moms,
right?
The Spanish moms, they'd be fucking freaking out. They'd be like, "Oh no, you're gonna die!"
Our
Don't
mother
do it."
cried. She cried.
because I was already like guaranteed. I was a soccer player. I ran a lot, so I was like, "All right, well, fucking the Marine guy keeps talking to me." I'm like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna see the world for free, get some tax benefits at the end of it, or healthcare and all that shit."
You could die.
Yeah, I could die, but it was during the Iraq War, so that's why I think she was panicking even more.
Did you go overseas to the Middle East?
Yeah, I went to Afghanistan. Yeah,
No
and
shit.
I went at the hype of the war.
No way.
Yeah, so we was getting blasted, man, every single day.
Were you like fighting in,
I was infantry, yeah. So I was actually not, busting down doors, hunting,
going door to door?
going door to door. Yeah.
Is that like the American Sniper movie type thing where he was like, "Yo, these army guys don't know what they're doing, so I'm gonna go down there because we're special forces"? I'm just asking. I don't know. That's how they portrayed it in the movie.
I feel like these special forces guys, man, they have bigger operations than knocking down, doors,
Yeah.
in little small towns.
I don't know much.
They're looking for specific people. We're looking just
IED factories.
yeah, looking for like weapons, IEDs, whatever the case is.
caches.
There wouldn't. Yeah, I never ran into a house and saw anybody with cash in there.
No. When I say a cache, like a weapons cache.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I thought you was talking about like cash.
yeah,
Like,
not
you must
CSH.
into Afghani's house and you see like 3 Rolexes.
Well, thank you very much.
$30,000, 3 Rolexes.
I'll be back next week.
I mean, you ever fired? You were probably fired upon then.
Yeah, we took fire.
No shit.
Yeah, but man, it's
What part of Afghanistan?
so we was in Zabul, yeah, which is North Afghanistan. North.
Oh, okay. 'Cause I wouldn't know.
Yeah, man, it was crazy because actually I was stationed in Alaska, right? And I was like, man, now I'm going to Afghanistan. I'm not gonna have to worry about snow. I got there and I realized Afghanistan got snow.
I thought it was a fucking desert. I was like,
Afghanistan's got snow in the mountains, probably.
No, when you live up north and closer to the mountains, it's like living in like Wisconsin or something. You know what I mean?
Shit.
Oh
Like
shit!
you're gonna be closer to where it's gonna get colder, where it's gonna be snow.
Damn, that's a fucking crazy.
So you're knocking on doors. You're asking questions.
Yeah.
There's interpreters that are asking the questions, right?
Right. Yeah. And then but the our main job. So I was in a very small group. So our main job most of the time was more security services. So we would escort our leadership from one location to another, and then And then often they like to link up with big units to go on like these major patrols throughout town or throughout these big open field areas. So it was a good experience, man.
Was there any sketchy parts where you're like, yo, this is
The whole fucking thing is sketchy.
Well, yeah.
You're banging down doors. I mean,
Well,
goddamn.
I guess the sketchiest part where you're maybe walking through a valley, you have the low position.
Oh
and,
yeah, man.
and then there's just mountains on both sides. And you're like, yo, I don't think we should be walking
Oh,
down.
definitely. My first month there, man, they were like, oh, we have a mission today. All right, cool. So we went through the briefing. They're like, oh, we're gonna go through Dots Pass. I was like, okay, sounds pretty cool. You know what I mean? Sounds chill, whatever. Just got here. Let's see how it happens. And then they were like, yeah, just be careful. It's there's two mountains on the side. We're going right in between it. They took out like 5 special forces teams there.
The fuck?
So we were like, what the hell?
You sending us?
Yeah, I was like, you sending us? I'm a regular soldier. I got 15 months in the army at the moment.
Jeez, man.
Yeah, I'm as trained as a squirrel, man. Picking an acorn.
Dude, that is terrible.
So anything happened or not?
Yeah, no, like surprisingly nothing happened. And then and when we were going through, it's kind of like a tour, man. They're like, oh yeah, this path right here, Alexander the Great came through here. Yeah, we was like, oh wow. You see that mountain right there? Yeah, Alexander took a shit there.
Dude, you're like, what the fuck is going on? Is this a meeting?
I think our interpreter was just like trolling because he was a funny guy.
Oh, it was an interpreter saying all this.
Yeah, he was saying all this. He was kind of like our tour guide. He's like, yeah, Alexander went through this path. You should be honored.
What a motherfucker, dude.
Bro, and I just recently watched Guy Ritchie's The Covenant. And turns out those interpreters were promised special immigration visas, right?
Oh, I don't even know. I don't know anything about that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Never mind then.
That's something above my pay grade at the time, man. I just knew at the time he spoke English and Afghani. I was like, hey, as long as you ain't shooting me, we good. Let's go.
He's like,
You ever wonder? Hey, he's walking behind me. I don't know.
Yeah, he was a good guy though, man.
What's the guy's name, man? So. Unless you can't say it.
Nah, his name, it was so long ago. It was like back in 11.
He said it was so long. It was like,
yeah. No, we called him Chris. I believe we called him Chris.
There's no way his fucking name was Chris.
It definitely wasn't. I think it was just easy to call him Chris.
Your tour guide, Chris. Real name. And when we come back, we'll talk to On about a little bit more about his Afghan stories, and we'll be right back. Make sure you comment, like, and subscribe. And if you want to be on the show, please put us a comment in there, and let's see if you qualify for it. And welcome back to Happy Hour Holidays, where we take stories from people that have had stories and make them boom on the social media platforms. And we got On talking about, his time in the army and, how everybody always thinks Afghanistan was a fucking big desert that was like Egypt. But in other words, it's not, right?
No, it's definitely not, man. It's it's not like the beach.
No.
You know, people think desert, they think like similar to the beach, right? It wasn't like that. It's different regions a lot is different, man. You know, there were certain areas of Afghanistan where it was green grass plain, you know what I mean, probably better grass than your neighbors. You know what I mean? And probably the grass probably a little better than Tom Brady's grass.
We're talking about some really good grass, dog.
And then there were different areas, it was just straight dirt, man. That's all it is. Just dirt and rocks.
And then snow up to your knees.
And then snowing up to your knees in the wintertime. Yep.
And then forests.
Yep, and then there was forest, the pomegranate forest, yeah.
Yeah, you ever pick any of those fruit?
Yeah, I did, man. I remember one time we were on a mission, and I saw some pomegranates. I picked them, and then I had this farmer come up to me, and he's like, "Hey, you need to pay me." He's like, "You pay," and I was like. I'm not paying for nothing. I was like, we just spent $10 billion on that road down the road.
Yeah, and on top of that, we got guns like crazy here. I really don't think you want to, threaten me with some $2 that you
exactly. Not even $2, 10-cent
want.
pomegranates.
10 cents.
10 cents.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, was the U.S. dollar going far there in Afghanistan when you were there?
I mean, it probably was, man, because it's wartime.
Yeah.
Wartime, man. The most powerful force got the most powerful dollar.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, 100%. So going from that on, going from the Army, what was the next step in your adventure of life, man?
Oh yeah, so like I said, I was working at AutoZone.
Yeah.
And then I went into
Hush?
real estate.
Oh, no.
Yeah. So no, Hush.
Yeah.
So I went into Hush, and then I went into real estate. But then the real estate market was flooded with so many brand new real estate agents because the housing market was crazy. Everybody, it was kind of like the gold rush. Everybody wanted to be certified, qualified to buy and sell houses so they can capitalize as much as they can. So, that made it very hard for a lot of new people to go into the industry, So then I said, you know what, I'm just going to do notary services. So they called it a notary signing agent, where what you did was you certified real estate documents for customers. So if you were to go buy a house, right, as a notary, I would walk you through your documents, tell you, what a deed is, what a mortgage is, what a promissory note is, and once you feel comfortable, you would sign, and then after everything is done, I would submit it, and it would go to the escrow company, over to the lenders, and then everything gets finalized through the lenders.
Is that a company that you started with by yourself? Or?
Yeah, I did. I started that company by myself. I was like,
you were working with a lot of title companies, I'm assuming.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I literally walked into title companies, and I was just pretty much I told them straight. I was like, hey, look, I'm new, but I know my stuff though. I studied a lot. I did some training. I did some side notary works for people. I was actually on Thumbtack. So I put up my service on Thumbtack. That's how I got a little bit more experience. I paid for some training also. So yeah, so then I just walked into title companies. I was like, hey, look, just try me out, see how I go. And then the title company loved me. And, a lot of that came from, I want to say came from my military experience, attention to detail. Attention to detail is very important. And in notary work, attention to detail is important too. Because, you don't want to miss any signature blocks. And when I'm saying like you don't want to have the customer miss any signature blocks. Any type of initial blocks, because those come up a lot. And then you need to know where it needs to be done. And it gets missed all the time. A whole document often will get turned in, and then, they'll look through it and they'll be like, oh, you missed a signature. Your customer missed a signature. Or they missed an initial, and you're like, oh, crap, now I got to go back there, make sure that they fill that back in. So, so I was very attentive to detail when I was doing that job, and that's what they really liked about me.
Did any of the title companies try to hire you, like for them personally? Because, you see a lot of the title companies, when you go buy a house, they sit there with you and kind of give you the 411 on all what you're signing.
Oh, yeah, man. I was so good at my job, man, at the time. Not to be cocky or anything, but I was really good at what I did. They wanted to hire me, man. Yeah. They were like, hey, look, we want to hire you full-time, work in our in-house services, and we want to give you a salary and everything. But then I was like, but the salary just didn't match up. No, it made more sense for me to do it independently.
Yeah.
And that's why they were trying to get you in, is so they could save money. Because how much were you charging for, let's say, per transaction?
So when I was doing per transaction, right, that wasn't for a title company. I was charging between 125 and 200 per document, which it just depends on how far I had to travel, And then when I was working for it, the title companies, I would charge them 300 per day. So I would sit there all day and then do notaries, and they would pay me 300. Usually it's about a 9 to 5 type thing, and sometimes they'll cut you loose. By like 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock. It just depends on what their schedule looks like. But the intent is for you to sit there all day, and you're making $300 for that day.
And then are you like taking those sign here tabs that you put on the sides of the document where people are flipping through and it says sign here? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
So you had to do that shit too, or?
No, I didn't do it.
Oh, okay.
I felt I was so good at my job, man. I didn't miss any block. I was assigning to it. I was the sign here tab. I was like, right there. Sign right there.
So at closing, you were like, boom, here, you got to sign this.
Yep.
Boom, sign this.
Yeah.
And then maybe they had 10 closings in a day or something like that, right?
Yeah, I think the most I did in one day, man, was probably 5 closings. 5 closings was the most I did in one day.
Right, you weren't actually working the full 8 hours, were you?
No.
Yeah, I was going to say, because fuck, bro. Sitting there while people are just like, hey, sign here for 8 hours a day for fucking, maybe it's 7 days a week. Who knows? Man, that would be tedious.
Those closings, they lasted about an hour.
Depending if
all
the
of them
customer
asked
asks a lot of questions.
Yes, yeah. And then when they asked a lot of questions, you had to. And I think what made me really good at the job too is that I knew the answers to a lot of questions because they were just repeating answers. And at the end of the day, it was always about money. Why am I paying this much? Why did my number change? So you pull out the contract, you show them, okay, this is why the number changed. The insurance went up. Yeah. Or you're back paying for insurance, from the previous person. So it was always the same stuff.
Now, you think these are a lot of questions that a lot of realtors should have kind of told the
you would think so.
Yeah, you would think so. Like a lot of these realtors should have told the customer, hey, you know what? After your first year, you're actually paying the taxes for the year before. So now when you purchase your house for this new price, you're actually going to be paying a little bit more because you're now paying taxes on the actual purchase price of today.
Which fucked me, bro. My property taxes went up $1,000 a month.
Oh, yeah, did yours go up too, Lon? Because you live on...
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Well, when'd you buy your house?
Actually, it was pretty recently. I've been in there for about 4 months now.
No shit.
Yeah.
This is like recent.
Yeah, this is recent.
Because I bought mine 2 years and like 4 months ago. Yeah. And my property taxes went up from $3,600 to $11,980, and they just sent me the new bill, and it went up. I think it was like 3%, which thank God it only went up 3%. You haven't felt it yet because yours, yours is gonna go up. No, hey.
Yeah. But
New Tampa is nice. All right, New Tampa is nice. Everything out there is new, and we just got the new Kobe's. Mm-hmm. I don't know. You been there yet?
No, not yet.
No.
No, I saw it though. I mean, all they did was move down the road.
That's all they did.
They move a mile down the road.
Yo, but you need to go in there. The place is fucking spectacular. I don't sit at the hibachi bullshit. Mm-hmm. I just sit around the bar and order the hibachi.
Yeah.
And nobody's at the bar, but everybody's waiting with a line out the fucking door. Me and my wife went there last week, and I gotta tell you, man,
it's nice.
It's nice. Okay. It's nice. Not 2 years nice because it took them 2 fucking years.
And I still say fuck those people because during
whoa, you hate Asians?
No, not the
How
Asians.
do you feel about this?
No, fucking Kobe's because they tried the fuck out of me and my wife. We went in there and they were like,
which Kobe's?
The Kobe's in New Tampa, but the one that you moved. I left them a 1-star review because they fucked us because we went in there and they're like, oh, you don't have a mask on, you can't come in. And I was like, okay, well, let me go get my mask in the car. And they're like, no, you can just buy the one that we have. Oh, so you're selling the mask now in order for us to get in.
I didn't know they did that.
Yeah, they fucking tried the shit out of us. So
when'd you go there?
I never go to that one again. I go to the one on Delmere.
Well, now it's not that one anymore.
It's still the same fucking ownership. They can take a hike.
It is the same ownership.
Yeah, fuck them. Either way, you have bad experiences.
That was hey, I'm glad you got that off your chest.
Just so everybody knows,
I left a 1-star review at Kobe's. Kobe's food is still good as fuck, though.
It gives you diarrhea.
That yum sauce, they be putting that crack cocaine in it. Sprinkle some crack on it.
No, but I mean, overall, I mean, what really drove you to the automotive industry was the AutoZone. You know,
Yes.
that really transitioned you. When you stepped out of the notary, what got old for the notary? You know, because you were your
That's a
own
good
boss.
question.
You know,
Yeah.
and what got old there that you decided, hey, let me just stop this.
So one day my partner Tim, right, he came up to me, man, and he was just like, he's like, hey, you know, he's a big car guy. I'm
Yeah.
a big car guy. We talked about
Yeah.
it, and then, you know, I mean, we started just just buying and flipping cars together, and then eventually it just got to the point he was like, man, let's just open a dealership, man. So, you know, me and we said, you know what, whatever, let's just do it. You know, because the best thing to do is, like, you know what I mean, like, execution is the biggest thing, right?
Yes.
In any industry,
1000%.
execution is the biggest thing. You can have the greatest idea in the world, but if you don't execute, it doesn't mean nothing at all.
Yeah.
Right? So what little that we knew, we were like, look, man, we can Google search, and we can read books, and we can watch videos, whatever the case it is we need to do to know this industry. But at the end of the day, it doesn't matter until we execute. So that's what we did. We executed. You know what I mean?
So I thought you said you didn't have a partner in the notary. So
No, I didn't. He was actually so we were working for the same company.
I got
Yeah,
you.
so we were both working for the same company. We sat down, you know, had a conversation, and became friends, got to know each other, and then, you know, it kind of led to us, you know, picking up a dealership together for our love and passion for cars, you know.
So did you buy the dealership and the real estate, or
No, just the dealership.
just
yeah.
the which is basically a parking lot with a store, right?
with a
With a freestanding building. Yeah.
the most important thing was the license.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was very
To
hard
go to auction, right?
No, just to be able to sell cars, because
Wait, you need a license to sell cars?
yes, you do. If you in the state of Florida, and just like almost any other state too, but specifically Florida, for you to resell a car, you have to have a dealer's license if you want to resell more than 3 cars a year. So you, as a regular person, you can't buy and sell more than 3 cars a
Are
year.
you fucking kidding me?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
How much is that license?
It's really not a lot. The hardest part is find a location, because so you first of all, you have to take the test, right? So there's a test you have to take. Yep, a dealer's test.
Each of you, or just one
Each,
of you?
yeah.
Oh shit.
Each person, you have to take.
But if you buy the dealership, you don't have to.
You don't have to take the test. The hardest part is not the test. The inspection of your dealership is the hardest, for them to issue a license.
What kind of
'Cause
inspection is it?
So it's they have like a lot of like specific requirements. It has to be certain height. It's mainly location based. So it has to be a certain height. It has certain amount of floor space, right? And then, you know, you have to have a safe. And then it's just a lot more. It's a whole
Well,
list.
tell
that
the
you go
audience,
through.
man. A lot of people don't know this.
Yeah. So from what I remember, well, like I said, I didn't go through with buying my own space.
He
I-
failed
I-
the license,
No,
ladies and
I didn't.
gentlemen. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Well, so we knew that it was a lot of work, just to finding the right location that met all the standards. So we said, you know what, let's just go and just buy a used dealership that already has a license. That's the easiest and quickest way, right? So we were just like, okay, well, like I said earlier, we found a guy. You know, he was from Brazil. He was selling his dealership. It was a great deal. We jumped into it. You know, we might have overpaid a little bit.
Do you mind me asking how much you paid for it?
So we paid $55,000 for it.
Oh, it's not an
Yeah,
awful
it wasn't
amount.
too bad. So, you know,
Yeah.
the company had 12 years history.
Holy cow.
And
That's a big,
And is it
long
like
history.
is it like buying like a liquor license, where now that he's had his license, that you guys can assume
It's transferable.
very transferable?
Yes, it is
okay.
transferable. Yeah. So,
So you
all he
guys-
did was transfer it to us.
Oh, okay. So,
So-
you didn't have to do all the other shit.
No, we didn't have to go through the whole inspection, the whole application process of requesting for a new dealer's license. You know, it was a smooth transition, and that's what we wanted. We wanted this, we had the money that we you know, we were able to afford to pay for it, and you know, and it made the transition easy.
Hey,
You paid for, pretty much we paid for the ease of owning a dealer.
Yes. And I'm assuming it was a little bit more than what it would have cost you to do it yourself. But the thing is, you value time, right?
Yeah.
So it takes less time, which means for you, that 55 and your partner, that 55K was boom, spot on. Because I'm assuming you guys are 50-50, which means
Yes.
that's what, $2,750 each?
Yep.
27,500 for you guys.
exactly.
So that's not bad. That's actually a good deal.
Yeah, it is. It's a great deal.
But it's
man.
in Kissimmee.
Yeah, that's the only downside. So that's why we're actually moving.
You
it
don't
to
live too
Tampa
far
now.
from Kissimmee, though.
About an hour and a half.
No, not motherfucker.
Yeah.
From Heritage? No.
From here, this gives me an hour and a half. Yeah.
No, dude. 75's right there.
Right. How many times have you been to Kissimmee?
Like fucking a million times.
How long did it take you to get there?
Well, I drive at 6 a.m., so not very long. Now, I haven't driven there during the day in a long time, but Kissimmee is like exit 47.
Well, it was on
Right? 47? Kissimmee?
I don't remember the road.
It's a little bit
Because
past
49
Kissimmee.
is 429 or 50. Exit 50 is 429?
I think so.
I think so, right?
Well,
And then Kissimmee's before 429.
Yeah.
Kissimmee is just after Claremont, US 27. See, I know my shit, bro.
Orange Blossom Trail. That's where it's on.
Orange Blossom Trail. And then it's off of I-4, probably depending where the property location is.
No, it's not off. I can't remember what the highway was, but
Kissimmee's
'cause
off of I-4, period.
Right, but we exit I-4 to go on another highway, which took us to another toll.
Yeah.
You know, and then that's where we exit
The Parkway.
to Orange Blossom Trail. Yeah.
The Parkway.
So can you transfer that license, like you were saying,
somebody else?
to bring it over here to Tampa?
Yeah, yeah.
But are you going to have to
Oh.
go through the whole inspection process?
We
if you
do,
get
but
it?
it's a lot easier now
because you already have a license. Okay.
Well, but how are car sales in Kissimmee compared to what car sales could be in Tampa? I mean, is there a reason to transfer?
It's transferred because we actually live here. And
Yeah.
you can't efficiently run a business without actually being there every
Yeah.
day. And, the last thing you want to do is drive an hour and a half to get to work every single
Yeah.
morning,
Yeah.
It's just the motivation is not there when you have to do that. So it's better just to, we move it back over here. We can, it's going to, so we found a location already. It's out there in Brandon on King Street.
Be able to buy it or lease it?
Yeah, we're going to lease it.
Okay.
Yeah. So,
Lease the real estate, right?
yeah. We lease the real estate. It's actually a little bit, a little
Cheaper?
bit cheaper. Yeah.
No way.
Than out in Orlando. Yeah. Because it's all in Brandon. That's why.
Brandon? Yeah, okay, I got
Yeah,
that.
Brandon
I got
ain't
that.
Tampa.
Nah, yeah, it ain't.
But do you still have to keep the same name in order to transfer it over?
Yes, yeah, everything stays the same.
Century,
We're
yeah.
incorporated exactly the same.
And guys, we'll learn more about this. Please like, follow, and subscribe. This is how we keep going. This is how we get the channel to grow. And by following, and subscribing, you're supporting us and our ability to have guests on this podcast. So when we get back, we'll hear more about this. Have a great recession.
What the fuck?
And we're back with Happy Hour Holiday with your host, Manny Ray.
That was pretty spot on.
With my psychic, Sean, over there in the corner, sitting 6'2" with the hair. Isn't that pretty spot on?
Welcome to Happy Hour Holidays with my glorified assistant, Sean
Ah,
Fabre,
fuck this guy.
in the corner with our special guest on. All right.
Well, no, I thought his name was off.
No.
something like that.
Something like that.
Something like that.
No, we started right now, so we good.
So,
Yeah, what were you talking about?
no, we were talking
Cars?
about. Yeah, no, we were talking about.
Oh, moving the location.
Location
Yeah.
back to Tampa, which makes sense. Brandon has. Brandon's still a good place for, I guess, the price points that you were kind of going for.
Especially when your
Yeah.
partner lives in Riverview. I mean,
Yeah.
it's much closer to him than it is to you.
Exactly.
So, as far as like operationally, when it comes to the dealership, is there like an ongoing sales team there, or is it mostly done like online over the phone?
it's more of just online over the phone.
Is
You
there
know
a
what I mean?
better way of doing it? Maybe through an application?
I'm not sure if there is a better way, but at the way it is right now, it kind of works for us. We get to interact with the customers and everything, and we actually get to sit down, talk to the customers, help them out. Because like I said, at the end of the day, the biggest thing we want to do is help these customers get a car so they can get to work, take care of their family, and do what they need to do. That's more important to us. We feel we're a lot happier knowing that we've we were able to help these people achieve a goal.
I got a question for you here. Because I mentioned application. Carvana. How is that affecting, I guess, your business? Because they kind of try to transform car selling into a Zillow type of way.
Right.
Where Zillow has taken a lot from the MLS. which
Right.
I'm sure you know with your background in notary with title agents and things of that nature.
Right.
So you know what the MLS is, right? The
Yeah.
multiple listing service.
Yep.
And Zillow is now competing with the MLS, having its own agents, purchasing homes, competing with Open Doors and things of that nature. Is Carvana taking any of this market share from you? Because Carvana, you know, they were down to $4 a share early this year, and then now they're up to like $40, back up to $40. I made quite a bit of money on Carvana because I bought them that low. But I mean, are they affecting you guys?
I don't feel like they're affecting us because at the end of the day, we're really not big fishes in the game. So we don't really see like, you know, those effects. That's something like, you know, the big fishes, like these Toyota dealerships, these Ford dealerships they see, you know what I mean? Like these guys are selling hundreds of cars a month, you know, and you know, we're nowhere near them. And, you know, we're more of like, you know, customer interaction based, and they're more of like commercial based. You know, so I don't feel like Carvana is affecting us. And at the end of the day, like, you know, I mean, Carvana is not out there selling $2,000-$3,000 cars.
No, they're not. No. Yeah.
You know, so it's something that we're not really too worried or concentrated on, you know, per se, when it comes to, you know, Carvana doing their thing.
So have you guys thought about maybe selling more expensive cars?
Oh yeah, we have, but so we actually did decide to start getting into selling more expensive cars. So in let's see, when was in June? Yeah, so in June we picked up a 2024 Nissan GTR,
Skyline.
a Skyline.
Woo.
Yeah, white with red interior. Yeah, first Nissan GTR in Florida.
How much?
2024 in Florida.
How much?
We paid one.
No. How much are you selling it for?
Oh, 155.
Damn,
Yeah.
dawg.
Yeah, go down to the Nissan dealership. Ask them how much they're paying for it.
It's
They're
brand
selling
new,
for it.
unused.
Brand new. Yeah,
Damn, plug that, bro.
yeah,
Tell us about it.
yeah. Okay, so me and my partner, we decided, we're like, you know what, like let's see if we can flip a car, because you know we did our research. We heard, like, you know, a lot of these guys they're making great money just flipping these rare cars. Nissan GTR is a rare car, right? So we went down to Nissan of Myrtle Beach, right? And then
In North Carolina? South Carolina?
no, sorry, not Myrtle Beach. What's that?
Miramar?
No, it's Florida. It's
Fort
like
Lauderdale?
Panama
no,
City.
It's right from us. No, it's not Panama City.
Boca Raton? Fort
Palm
Myers?
No, it's not. It's not in South Miami. It's literally right next to us. There you go. Fort Myers. I'm sorry.
Right.
Fort Myers.
Myers,
Yeah, man. So I always get them confused. Myrtle Beach. I don't know why.
Myrtle Beach, Fort Myers?
I was getting, yeah, I don't know why I was getting confused. Okay, so Fort Myers. Yeah, so we went down to Nissan of Fort Myers, right? And then they had a 2023 black on the red Nissan GTR, and you know, me and my partner, we were asking them, like, so how much is this? They were like, well, retail price right now on our lot, we were asking for $240,000. We're willing to let it go for $175 for you. And then I was like, I can't do 175, man. You know, me and my partner, I think the most we can do right now is as close to MSRP as possible. They're like, dude, we just got offered 180,000 at auction for it. I was like, then why didn't you guys sell it?
That's what they always say. Yeah.
So they had their listing price at 175. I was like, nah, I can't do that. And then the guy that sells it told me, he's like, well, if you find out if you can buy one at close to MSRP, you let me know. And I was like, okay, well then I'll let you know. So I did some more research, and I found one here at Nissan Tampa, right, 2023. It was a white Nissan GTR. We came down there, and I sat there. They were selling it for $140 at the time.
Damn.
Yeah,
You're
So,
older. No.
younger. It was a
Younger.
23.
You're younger.
It was a
Okay,
23, yeah. So they ended up selling it to some guy in Miami, right? Because we wanted to pay cash. They didn't want us to pay cash. They wanted to finance it so they can make the money off the
there you
difference
go. That's
of the
right, yeah.
financing. So they ended up selling it, and the sale guy told me, he's like, look, man, the next one I get in, I promise you, it's all yours. No matter what, you got the money for it, it's all yours. So about 3 months later, the sale guy hits me up, and he's like, look, man, I got a Nissan GTR coming in route right now. It's on the boat from Japan. All right. We can close out 143 taxes, fees, and everything. And then I was like, all right, yeah, let's do it. 143 tax fees. It came in. It was the first 2024 Nissan GTR in Florida.
No way.
Yeah, they just came out. Damn. Yeah. So me and my partner, we were like, hell yeah, let's do it. Let's get this thing, man. We're gonna kill it. We're gonna flip it. We're gonna make a killing. You know? So we got it. We had intent on fixing it up, right? Modding it up and everything. And then afterwards we were like, you know what? Let's just keep it the way it is. Let's just make a quick flip on it.
Yeah.
You know? So we kept it the way it is. We posted up for sale. Man, people weren't buying. They
How much you posted up for sale for?
At first we had it for 165.
Oh, that's 25 G's.
Yeah, so we had it for 165. Now we dropped it down to 150, just because people just aren't buying, man. You know what I mean? I guess people are noticing that, you know, how the economy is, and now they're just being a lot more safer. You know, so now we're just, you know, we're having this sit, and we're just trying to see who's gonna pick it up. And then plus two, we had a lot of people telling us that because the 24s had a brand new body style that just wasn't intriguing to the GTR enthusiasts. They like the old body style. They like the 23 and before body style. This is the first time in 2024 they changed the body style.
Jeez.
Yeah, since 1999.
What the fuck?
No shit.
Yeah, since 1999.
Damn, so sitting on it.
Yeah, so now we're just sitting on it, man. We're like, you know what, man, this thing is, you know, it's killing us right now.
How about drive it?
We don't want to put miles on it because we
Well,
want to
I
make
mean,
money
I get
on
that
it.
part. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys are advertising it to other states as well, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Right?
So we have it. We put it through the auction. We put it through Mannheim, which is the main auction. And yeah, so you know we're just waiting until we find somebody that's willing to pick it up. But until then, you know, it looks nice.
So, sitting in the dealership, it looks nice. You know, ain't bad.
No, actually, we're not even leaving at the dealership. It's actually sitting. So it was sitting in my garage at first.
No shit.
Yeah, now it's sitting at my partner's garage. So you know, it makes our houses look good. It's like having that statue. You know, everybody drives by, they look at it. And then I actually brought it down to the Heritage Pine. Remember the car show that we had recently?
Yeah.
It won Best Import.
No shit. Well, of course it did.
Yeah.
I mean, of course it did.
That's racist. Why can't we win? Why can't we win Best Car Show? Why do we have the Best Import?
Well, because it's imported. Yeah.
Well, going back to that, I mean, is there if you guys would have done maybe is there a car that really is good to flip like that? I mean, are there other cars that are like
Honda Civics, Honda Accords?
No, I mean maybe
Toyota
high end.
Corollas?
No, high end maybe.
If you're thinking high end, man, all the cars that are
Corvettes?
actually going not even unless it's a Z06 with a Z07 package.
Oh shit.
But what
Yeah.
year? Because it could be
brand new.
72.
No,
72.
it's brand new. It got to be brand new.
Gotta be brand new.
Yeah. But as of right now, the hype is all about GLSs and LX600s.
Mercedes?
You talking about the GLS spot?
450s, yeah.
Why?
Are these
They're
Mercedes?
so fucking small. I had a GLE and the GLS I got
Oh,
in,
it is
and it was
Mercedes.
No, the GLS is bigger than the GLE.
No, I know that, but I'm just saying the GLS isn't much bigger than GLE. As much as you want to think it is, but it really is tight as fuck.
Yeah,
But people
I
like
don't get it.
Mercedes, man. That's really what it
Yeah.
is.
I don't understand that.
I don't understand it either, man. The hype is on.
Well,
the
you don't
market value
understand it. You
hype
got
is on crazy.
AMG on your cap, dog.
they used to make them a little bit more like almost like a minivan kind of type vibe, you know, a
Yeah.
little bit bigger.
Yeah, 7-seater.
Yeah. But now that you literally get in the GLE and the GLS, and you're like, okay,
Yeah.
this trunk is still small as fuck.
Yeah.
And it's really tight in the inside, and honestly, the roof line is small too.
But I don't get it because I don't know why
don't
the price on it is so high, man. You know, the demand
What is
on it
the
is so
price
high.
on it?
So right now, like literally, I think MSRP on it is 88,000, right? But dealerships are selling it like between like 98 to 105. Wow. And they can't even keep it on the lot because as soon as it's sold before it even gets off the boat.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, it's crazy.
I don't want to tell you how to run a business or anything, but shouldn't you be buying Mercedes?
That's what that's what we've been doing. But you know, I mean, at the end of the day, we you can only buy so much because the competitiveness is just so much for us. You know, it's like if I have to wait 2 months, you know what I mean, to buy a Mercedes and make what 10 grand, you know what I mean, I can make that. In 2 months selling, you know, these cars, these
The
cheaper cars.
yeah.
So it just makes more sense to sell the cheaper cars, you know. than sitting and waiting 2 months.
Where's the quick flip then? Is it Hondas, Toyotas?
Pretty much, yeah.
Nissans?
Hondas, Toyotas, man, those are great.
I'm talking about like Civics,
Yeah.
Corollas.
Yep.
Nissan Altimas.
Exactly.
Just like, yo, I'm going to buy that for a G. I'm going to sell it for 2.
Yep.
And then I'm out. I'm
out.
done.
I'm clean.
And I sold it in a day. And I'm going to do that 30 times a month.
Yep. Exactly.
But when it comes to like, let's say, hey, we're flipping the, you said the average price that you're usually flipping these cars are, helping the customers,
Right.
obviously.
Yeah, of course.
Because there's a lot of, hey, low income, but do you keep any cars on the lot that you just have like with sticker tag, whatever? So if somebody comes on, they can kind of be like, all right, let me look at these cars that you have. Or is it just strictly there's no cars on the lot? It's just more online and,
So at first we had a couple cars on the lot. But then we realized that like we were getting better businesses helping people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Just online,
Yeah,
people-
I'd rather make $500 20 times a month.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Than make $3,000, 3 times a month.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's basically the same number.
Is it?
Yeah, bro. That's 10,000 or 9,000.
Okay. We do
God
more.
damn it.
I'm gonna say we do more. We do more. But then you gotta think about it too. It's like you're interacting with people. You know what I mean? And it just feels good to help people out, man.
Well, not only that, but then
You
it
know what I mean?
also brings referrals, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Because the more people that you touch with your business,
Yeah.
the more people that you have to refer your business.
Right.
But also the business model that you have, I mean, there's a lot more people looking for that price point than there is 50, 60, 70, 80,000 people. I mean, or $80,000 cars.
Yeah.
I mean, people, we have a lot more poor to middle class than we do rich
We
people.
do, exactly.
So you're going to really get more out of that than you are if you go, hey, I'm going to do a Skyline once a month or this one, you
Yeah.
know. But at the end of the day, I mean, would it be beneficial to have a couple cars on the lot if somebody needed a quicker fix? Because how long is the turnaround time when it comes to like getting the auction or finding the car for somebody and all that?
Yeah, and what's the curb appeal?
It
if you
really
don't?
doesn't take that long
doesn't
to
take
find
that
somebody a
long?
car at
No.
all. No, because at the auction they have so many cars.
Yeah.
There's thousands of cars out there.
Can you
know
take
what I
me
mean?
to the auction?
Yeah, I can take you to the auction.
Yo,
I'm gonna
dog,
charge
you want to
about-
pull over
He
10K?
says, I'm going to charge you 1% though, motherfucker.
That's fine. That's fine. Bro, that could be a business.
He already has it.
I know. We sell it back to him. We sell it back to him.
I wouldn't buy it.
He's not trustworthy the way this guy's been talking. I'd be like, I don't know.
I'm just kidding. Or maybe am I? Wow. Happy Hour Holidays. Please like and subscribe.
Wow. Yeah.
But yeah, man, it's great. It's great. Just just being able to work with multiple customers. You know, what I mean, helping people out because it's a good feeling at the end. And in the used car industry, man, I'm gonna tell you something. A lot of these owners, the one thing they're scared of is customers coming back and tell them what kind of shitty car that they were sold.
But is that so much the dealer's fault? I mean, everybody does like a 4-point inspection or whatever, but it is. I mean, when you're driving it, I mean, you can't be like, oh fuck, I thought the radiator was almost dead. I mean, is that really on the dealer?
It's not the dealer's fault, but when there's a problem, people always find somebody to blame.
Yeah, of
and the
course.
last person to blame is the last person that sold you the product.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
that's a good point.
Yeah, but if they know,
You buy a new iPhone and
Yeah.
it doesn't work the way it's supposed to work. I mean, who are you blaming?
The guy that
Apple.
sold you the iPhone.
Apple, yeah. You're blaming fucking Apple, yeah. So we're coming to the end of this podcast, ladies and gentlemen. This has been such an informative one, whether it was about Afghanistan, notoriety, or notary.
Notary service.
And also, I don't want to call you a used car dealer, bro, because I think what you are is a facilitator of used cars to people looking for vehicles.
Yeah.
I think that's really what the thing is. If you were to leave our audience with the last words, what would you say are your last words? It could be anything. It could be about life, about business. It could be anything. What would you say to the audience?
I would say, man, is that stop going out there trying to succeed at doing so many jobs, right? Because a lot of people, what they do is like instead of concentrating and making money on one job, they're worried about 5 different jobs and succeeding at 5 different jobs. in business, how the best thing for you to do, man, is secure one job, do the best you can at one job, make that money, and then invest your money, into different things, right? You don't ever wanna put too much of yourselves, spread yourself out too much before you have already, stabilized one job, one position. Because that one position is going to help you expand, right? And if things don't work out, you can always come back to that one position. That's gonna continue to generate income for you, generate money for you. Okay, so stop worrying about before you even have a stable job. I'm gonna invest in crypto. I'm gonna invest in stock. I'm gonna invest in a restaurant. I'm gonna invest in whatever type of business. Concentrate on that one business first. Stabilize that one business. Make that money. And then, then with that extra money that you make from your main business, then spread it out. And if it don't work out, you can always come back to your main business.
Boom. Bro, that's good. And that's why we got happy hour holidays now. We got like 30 seconds, dog.
All right. So, hey, appreciate coming on, man. It was fantastic. I mean, we learned so much about the car dealership and then just overall, how to be successful as an entrepreneur. And, like, comment, and subscribe. If you're somebody who wants to tell us a little bit about your success story, please hit us up on Happy Hour Holidays so you can get on here and share with us any kind of tips and tricks
15 seconds
to the audience to make sure that you can grow as much as you can. So thank you so much for watching Happy Hour Holidays. Like, comment, and subscribe, and have a great, awesome day.